right, buckle up, buttercups, because we're diving headfirst into something huge. I'm talking end of the world as we know it huge. It's called the Stargate Project. And it's not about interdimensional travel, sadly, though wouldn't that be groovy? No, this is about AI, baby. AI on steroids.
Maxine, while your enthusiasm is palpable, let's try to ground this a bit. The Stargate Project, as I understand it, is a massive investment in AI infrastructure. It's a significant development, but perhaps not quite the end of the world scenario you're painting. What exactly is so groundbreaking about this project?
Groundbreaking? Dawn, my dear, it's more like earth-shattering. We're talking about a $500 billion investment. That's like a gazillion Rubik's Cubes. And it's not just some random tech bros throwing money at the wall. No, no, no. We've got OpenAI, SoftBank, Oracle, Microsoft, Nvidia. It's like the Avengers of the tech world all teaming up to build this AI behemoth. And to help us understand this, we have the amazing Scott Farrell from Leverage AI here with us today. Scott, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Maxine and Don. It's great to be here.
Scott, thanks for joining us. Maxine has certainly set the stage, albeit with her usual flair. Can you give us a more grounded perspective on the Stargate Project? What makes it so significant, and why should business leaders be paying attention?
Absolutely. The Stargate Project is indeed a massive undertaking, and its significance lies in its scale and ambition. It's not just about building data centers, it's about creating the infrastructure necessary to power the next generation of AI. We're talking about a strategic move to secure US leadership in AI, generate jobs, and bolster national security. For business leaders, this means that AI is no longer a futuristic concept. It's a present-day reality that will reshape industries.
See, Don, what? I told you it was huge, Moe. But, Scott, you're talking about next generation. AI... Like, are we gonna have robot butlers and flying cars soon? Hate, because I've been waiting for my robot butler since like 1985.
Ha ha ha. Well, Maxine, while robot butlers might not be on the immediate horizon, the Stargate Project will certainly accelerate the development of more advanced AI models. This means more sophisticated automation, better data analysis, and potentially entirely new business models. It's about creating the compute power needed to train these complex AI systems.
So, it's not just about the technology itself, but also about the infrastructure that supports it. This project is a collaboration between some major players. How does this collaboration impact the project's potential and its implications for the broader tech landscape?
The collaboration is key. You have OpenAI bringing the AI expertise, SoftBank providing the financial muscle, and Oracle, Microsoft, Nvidia, and ARM contributing the necessary compute resources and hardware. This cross-industry collaboration is essential for advancing AI technology at this scale. It also signals a shift towards a more integrated approach to technology development, where different companies pool their resources and expertise to achieve common goals.
So, it's like a supergroup, but instead of making music, they're making AI. That's totally tubular. But what about the dark side, Scott? I mean, all this power, is it gonna turn into some kind of Skynet situation? I've seen the movies, you know.
That's a valid concern, Maxine. The responsible development and deployment of AI are crucial. The Stargate Project is not just about technological advancement, it's also about ensuring that AI is used for good. There are certainly ethical considerations that need to be addressed, and it's important to have ongoing discussions about the potential risks and benefits of AI.
And what about the environmental impact? The article mentions that the data center in Abilene, Texas, will consume a gigawatt of electricity by mid-2026. That's a lot of power. How can we ensure that this project is sustainable?
That's a critical point, Don. The energy consumption of these data centers is a significant concern. The project will need to explore renewable energy sources, implement advanced water recycling technologies, and adopt innovative cooling systems to minimize its environmental footprint. It's not just about building the infrastructure, it's about building it responsibly.
So, like solar panels and wind turbines, but like supersized? I can dig it. Oh, but seriously, Scott, what's the biggest takeaway for our listeners? What should business leaders and entrepreneurs be doing right now?
The biggest takeaway is that AI is no longer optional. It's a fundamental technology that will transform every industry. Business leaders and entrepreneurs need to embrace AI, invest in the necessary infrastructure, and foster strategic partnerships. They need to stay ahead of the curve and be prepared to adapt to the rapidly evolving AI landscape. This project is a signal that the future is now, and it's time to get on board.
That's a very clear and concise message, Scott. Thank you for sharing your insights with us today. It's been incredibly informative.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. You totally rocked it. And Don, see? I told you this was a big deal. Oh, it's like the future is here and it's powered by AI. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go practice my robot butler commands.
Size well, that was certainly something. The Stargate Project is clearly a significant development, and it's crucial for business leaders to understand its implications.
Totally. And remember, folks, don't be a digital dinosaur. Embrace the AI revolution. And if you liked this episode, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We'll be back next week with more mind-blowing tech talk. Until then, stay groovy.